Delta or Delta State is an oil and agricultural producing state of Nigeria, situated in the region known as the South-South Geopolitical Zone with a population of 4,098,291. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, the former Federal Minister of Finance and Coordinating of Economy and former World Bank Managing Director, is from the state. The capital city is Asaba, located at the northern end of the state, with an estimated area of 762 square kilometers, while Warri is the economic nerve center of the state and also the most populated, located in the southern end of the state. The state has a total land area of 16,842 square kilometers. Geography: the state covers a landmass of about 18,050 km squared, of which more than 60% is land. The state lies approximately between longitude 5°00 and 6°45 east and latitude 5°00 and 6°30 north. It is bounded in the north and west by Edo State, the east by Anambra, Imo, and Rivers states, southeast by Bayelsa State, and on the southern flank is the Bight of Benin, which covers about 160 kilometers of the state's coastline. Delta State is generally low-lying without remarkable hills. The state has a wide coastal belt interlaced with rivulets and streams, which form part of the Niger Delta. History: Delta State was carved out of the former Bendel State on August 27, 1991. The state was created following agitations for the creation of a separate distinct state by the peoples of the old Delta province, the Yorubas, Itsekiri, Isoko, Ijaw and Ekwuani. There was yet another state creation movement designated as Niger State, comprising the old Midwestern Igbo-speaking Asaba divisions and Ekwuani-speaking Abo division of the old Midwest region. This was transformed into Anyama following the creation of Niger State from the old Northwestern State by the Murtala Muhammad's administration in 1976. The then military president, General Ibrahim Babangida, created the state using the name Delta, advanced by Niger Delta region, and Asaba, a prominent town within the Anyama axis, as capital. Asaba was designated as capital of the proposed Anyama state. The proposed capital was a virgin land or Anyama city in the heart of the two constituent divisions that had evolved to become the Anyama area. Delta State was once integrated in the Midwestern State from 1963 to 1976 and later Bendel State, from 1976 to 1991. The name Bendel coined from the old Benin and Delta provinces of Western Region Delta to reflect the integration of Benin and Delta provinces. Demographics: Delta State is ethnically diverse with peoples and 7 major languages and dialects are spoken in the state. The state is divided into 2 regions on account of state creation movements, which was a feature of the military governance of Nigeria. This culminated to the increment of states in Nigeria from 12 states to the present 36 states. The first group are Anyama, which consists of Aniocha, Oshimalai, Ndokwa, and Akar group. These ethnic groups occupy the North Senatorial District of the state. The second group comprises Yoruba, Isoko, Itsekiri, and Esan ethnic groups. These ethnic groups occupy the Central and South Senatorial districts of the state. The Yoruba and Isoko speak very similar dialects, unlike the Esan and Itsekiri people, but have a loosely related culture as they traded and intermarried for centuries before colonization. Most inhabitants of the state practice Christianity and very few traditional faiths are Euro, although the Ekwuanis also have many cultural affiliation with these groups, most especially in their cosmic outlook. Administration: Arthur Okowa-Ifeanyi, a member of the People's Democratic Party, was elected governor and chief executive of Delta State in April 2015. His deputy is Bar. Kingsley Oturo. The state has 3 national senatorial districts. In 2011 and 2013, the elected senators were James Manager, Arthur Okowa-Ifeanyi and Emmanuel Aguieri-Avudo, who replaced Pius Ayerido, who died in 2013 at National Hospital, Abuja. In 2015, Chief Ikoyeta Amory was elected senator of Delta Central, James Manager retained his position, and Chief Peter Nwaobushi was elected senator of Delta North. The executive, legislative and judicial chambers are housed in Asaba with a government house annex in Warri. Local government areas: Delta State consists of 25 local government areas. Natural resources: there are various solid mineral deposits within state, industrial clay, silica, lignite, kaolin, tar sand, decorative rocks, limestone, etc. These are raw materials for industries such as brick making, ceramics, bottle manufacturing, glass manufacturing, chemical insulators production, chalk manufacturing and sanitary wares, decorative stone cutting and quarrying. Delta State also has huge deposits of crude oil and is also one of the largest producers of petroleum products in Nigeria. Higher education: Delta State has one of the highest numbers of tertiary institutions in any Nigerian state. This is a product of the people's thirst for knowledge and academic work. Some of these institutions are Federal University of Petroleum Resources, FURUN, Delta State University, Delta State Polytechnic, Ogwashiku. Delta State Polytechnic, OT Fagara. Delta State Polytechnic, Ozero. College of Education, Agba, College of Education, Warri, Federal College of Education Technical, Asaba, College of Physical Education, Mosoga, School of Health Technology, Ughelli, Petroleum Training Institute, FURUN, Western Delta University, Igara, Novena University, Igumamai, Delta State School of Marine Technology, Buratu, Nigerian Maritime University, Okaremniko, Warri, Konorina School of Maritime and Transport Technology, Oria University of Information and Communication Technology, Agba, State School of Midwifery, Asaba, School of Nursing, Agba, School of Nursing, Warri, Baptist School of Nursing, AQ, Edwin Clark University, Kiagbodo, Eagle Heights University, Omadano, Warri, Nigerian Naval School, Sapele. Tourist attractions: Delta State has some historical, cultural and socio-political tourist centers that attract visitors from around the globe. Some of these sites of tourism include, the Nana's Palace built by Chief Nana Olamu of Ibrahim. He was a powerful 19th-century indigenous entrepreneur who traded with the British. The relationship eventually turned sour. Later, he surrendered and was exiled to Ghana. His personal effects are housed in this grand palace. The River Ethiopia, which is reputed to be the deepest inland waterway in Africa. Its source is at the foot of a giant silk cotton tree at Umuaja in Ekwuani local government area of the state and flows through 7 local government areas in the state. It is a place of worship for Olokun traditional religion and also a common site for faithfuls of the Igbo religious movement. The Araya Bible site, which houses a copy of the Holy Bible. It is believed that the Bible descended to this spot miraculously from heaven around August, 1914. The Bible dropped on rain-soaked yam and it didn't get wet. The site now attracts thousands of Christians yearly. Dema's Nwoko edifice, which was built using traditional materials, designs and construction techniques of the Igbo civilization and the Benin Empire by Dema's Nwoko, an architect, builder and artist of international repute from Idumujukboko, in Aniocha North Local Government Area, Delta State. The Mungo Park House, which is now the site of the National Museum, Asaba. The house was constructed by the Royal Niger Company in 1886 and was used as a colonial administrative headquarters, a military house, the Colonial Administrative Divisional Headquarters, the RNC Constabulary Building, and the seat of the Urban District Council at different times. The Niger Bridge, which connects Delta State to the eastern part of Nigeria. It is a beauty to behold. It was completed in 1965 and cost £5 million. It was damaged during the Civil War, but later repaired. Landa Brothers Anchorage, Asaba, which was built in memory of early British explorers. The complex has a museum, a graveyard, and many artworks and writings. It houses a replica of one of the boats that was used by the brothers. Falkop Mangrove Park, Warri Kingdom Royal Cemetery, which is 512 years old and serves as the resting place of past rulers of Warri Kingdom. A tree is planted on each grave. Notable people: Olusegun Otukoema, Nigerian financial industry leader and politician. Farm. Paul Mbeli, Patrick Okidanachi Utami, D.K. Lawakbeba, Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, Senator from Delta North Senatorial District and now the Executive Governor of Delta State. John Abiawena, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Ngozi Oldham, Chairman Board of Directors Trust Fund Pensions plc member and convener, Subsidy Reinvestment Empowerment Programme, the Oligay Family, Bruce Honorbrook Peer, 2006 UNESCO Living Human Treasure Award, Trustee of Western Niger Delta University, Prince Demes Nwoko, Inventor, Philosopher and Design Artist, Olarogun Michael Ebru, Business Leader, Deacon Gamaliel Ernosode, Professor Steve Oketcha, the Anyamonro Family, the Iziri Family, Sam Amuka, Emefian Pius O, Jim Ovia, Fidelis Okumatilage, the Elamilas, the Churchianers, James Manager Drive Alex Adi Reverend Benjamin Ogoli, John Ifiak Akakuwasai, Gamaliel Ernosode, Philip Asidu, Bidozi, Sonia Dogwu, Professor Sam Oyalvalia Professor John Pepper Clark, First Professor of English in Africa, Poet and Writer, Ben Okri, Writer, Taina Oljade, Writer, Godini Dara, President Nigerian Folklore Society, Area He Patrick Okuni, Lawyer and Poet, Senator Pius Akpere Irido, Senator that represented the 8 local government areas of the Yoruba people in Federal Senate till he died June 2013, Odiat Diarra Raya of Iwu, a notable social democrat who provided the first primary school, the postal agency, and tap water for his people, Dr. Abraham Ohero, a professor of international relations and strategic studies, J.J. Okocha, former Super Eagles captain, Omowumi. Popular Nigeria entertainer. Chief Senator J.E. Manager, Chief Edwin Kiagbodo Clark, Elder Godsday Ayub, Double Chief Government Ikpomik Polo, General Enai, Emmanuel Adewagan, Waritsfamai. Amajupinik, the Onwuage family, Awaritsajafa, David Eja, Gordons, Igadai, the Umwarido family, Roland Waritsajafa, Lieutenant General Sunday Ituwao, Mr. Joseph Iwuba, Senator Igayota Amari. Michael Ashikadi Agbamuk, former Attorney General and Minister for Justice of Nigeria. Sports. Delta State is known to have produced several sportsmen and women of great stature, many of whom have captained the national football teams of the nation at different times, notably Stephen Okaku Keshi, Sunday Olasey, Austin J.J. Okocha, Wilson Ruma, Duke Udi, Ifeto Basoji, Jonathan Akpobari, Duke Alukbade, Peter Nnalue etc. Team Delta were the winners of the National Sports Festival tagged KADA 2009 held in Kaduna State, Nigeria with 108 gold and a number of silver and bronze medals. References. External links, Delta State Government, Governor of Delta State, Delta State Newspaper.